What we do here is go back.
Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time and thank you for watching another one of my videos. I really do appreciate you giving me your time. If you would, please consider using my code MrBulldozeRGamN. You can see it there on your screen, also in the lower left hand corner of your screen. With that green check mark right there, folks, you can tell I am an epic partner. Well, here we go, folks. Finally finished off all of the fish. Absolutely insane. 639 fish caught. I kid you not. 639 fish, and it was 261 fish from the time I caught second to last fish, which is number 20. You'll see it here in the video that I went on to have to catch another 261 fish, and it took me approximately a week to do so. Absolutely insane. Now, making sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell, because see, I do my videos a little bit different. I've saw some videos, because actually I was looking at people's videos trying to figure out what was I doing wrong, because it took me a week to catch number 13. And a lot of people's videos are just telling you where to catch the fish. In my video, folks, you're going to physically see me catching the fish, so you'll know what I'm telling you is 100% accurate. And the lower right hand corner will be the fish that we are catching, and also for 2 seconds I will have a map up on your screen before we catch that fish, so you can see the exact location. I do this for all 28 fish, so that way you know exactly where we are. Speaking of the map, right here is the map that you're going to see up on your screen. This is a map of all the fish, every fish that I caught in every location. Notice none of them are towards the bottom. Now, some will say the swamp areas. The swamp area is there to the left of Coney Crossroads. Then you got the the mountainous areas. Mountainous areas will be where Camp CUDDLE is. But again, just pay attention to where I'm catching these fish at. Again, it's only going to be a 2 seconds glimpse of the map where I'm catching that fish at. So if you have to pause the video, go back and look at that map, do so. I put a big red arrow on the map so it helps stick out, so you know exactly where we are at. And also I include the picture of the fish that you see all these fish here. So again, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I will help you as much as I can. But I will tell you, folks, from the time I caught number 20, only leaving 13, another almost 300 fish that I caught. And fish number 1 and fish number 3, the floppers, I have almost 100 each of those. That's how many fish I was catching, folks. I was spending a lot of my time taking and catching fish from the start of this season. And in fact, you'll see some of them, the gameplay, you'll notice the mini-map still shows gray areas that I never traveled to, because as soon as this season started, I started catching these fish. Now let's go ahead, and there is some changes they did make for the better, and let's go ahead and talk about those. Okay, you can fish in a boat again this season. Last season, if you tried to collect the fish, you found out that you cannot fish out of a boat. You couldn't even cast your rod and try to catch something. It just would not let you. So apparently it was a bug, or maybe they a lot of people complained about the fact you couldn't use the boats, because the boats are the easiest way to get around the map, especially in some of these areas you need to go to. And you can do that. Pro fishing rods. There's 3 ways to get a pro fishing rod. You can find one on the ground. You can get a gray rod and upgrade it, or some people have said you can get them out of the chest. I've never seen them out of the chest. You saw me find one there on the ground. I have a regular fishing rod here. Take it to the upgrade bench, and for 300 gold you can take and upgrade it to the pro rod. Now when you do get a pro rod and you're done using it, make sure you put it in a tent, as you see right here. That way, if you're not done with your catching all your fish, you can always pop your tent back out and get your fishing rod back out. You can see here I'm going to put it in the tent. You got 2 storage spaces. My tent currently has 2 blue rods in it. And here we're going to pick up a tent, we're going to throw it down. You can see I actually meant to go pull out the gear, but ended up going inside the tent. But there's my blue rod, so simply select it, and now it is in my inventory. that easy, folks. Okay, let's go back to this picture I showed you here at the beginning. I've added some stuff to this picture. Notice fish number 12, 13, 17, and 22. Those fish have to be caught at night. So again, keep that in mind. Those fish do have to be caught at night. Fish number 7, number 13, and number 20, you need a pro fishing rod for. So that's why I got the little moon on there and the fishing rod, so you know exactly what you need. And the reason why number 13 is so hard, because you need the pro fishing rod and you can only catch it at night. And nighttime does not last long, folks. I'll be honest with you, save yourself the headache, because unless you drop onto a blue fishing rod out of the battle bus, if it is nighttime, forget about it. Because by the time you get your blue fishing rod, nighttime is going to be over with. Now, if you could tell, you know, what part of the daylight it is, if it's getting go in the night, go ahead and search for a blue fishing rod. Pull out your tent, go ahead and pull it out. If you need to get you a gray one and upgrade it, go ahead and do that. That is the best advice I can give you when it comes to the number 13 fish, because you need the pro rod and you can catch it at night. Now, all these fish, except for the ones that calls for a pro rod, which is again number 17, number 7, number 13, number 20, you can catch with a harpoon gun. So again, keep that in mind. These do not need to be with a fishing rod. You can catch them with a harpoon gun. Just the ones that are marked that you need a pro fishing rod to catch it, those you actually need a pro fishing rod. Now, before we get out of this picture, notice on the right hand side where it says orange flopper underneath there, it says found. It says anywhere for this one here. Pay attention to that, because it'll tell you exactly where to go. But if you just go where my map is, you'll have no problem finding these. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to be talking kind of fast here. If you notice on the right hand side next to the Jonesies, that's where we're going to find the number 1, the orange flopper. We're moving on to fish number 2, which is another flopper fish, to the left of Coney Crossroads, in the little water that's going from the top towards the bottom of the map. Again, we're going to the right side of the map, over by where the visitor is located at. That's going to be fish number 3, the blue flopper. So again, this is to the right of where the visitor is located at. Fish number 4 is at the bottom to the right of the Joneses, the black and blue fish. Again, we're going to the left of the visitor this time, and we're going to catch number 5, the black striped shieldfish. Now, to the right of Coney Crossroads, again in this body of water, we're going to catch our green shieldfish, which is fish number 6. Moving on to fish number 7, which we will find. Actually, I didn't catch where that was. You'll have to go back and look at it, because I'm running through these so fast it's hard for me to pick up. Very top left-hand corner of the map, that's where we're going to pick up fish number 8, light blue shieldfish. Again, to the right of the visitor, we will pick up fish number 9, the blue flopper. Actually, I think, there we go, blue slurpfish, that is. Now move on to our next fish, which is over by Camp Cuddle. Number 27, southern spicy fish. Actually, no, that's not 27, it should be 10. There we go. Yellow slurpfish. You can see I caught multiple fish in these different locations. Now back at the top of the map again, we're going to catch our next fish, the purple slurpfish. There's a wooden bridge up there, right by that wooden bridge. Now we're over at Sleepy Sound. Got all these docks, just go right through these docks. Here I'm using a harpoon gun. As I was saying earlier, you can use harpoon guns as long as it doesn't call for a pro rod. Going over to the swamp area, this is fish number 13. The middle of the map, I'm assuming this is going to be a swamp area once all the snow goes away. This is the hardest fish to catch, folks. The hardest fish in the game. It's this is the second season I've been doing this, and I think it was number 11 last season was the white slurpfish, and it just took forever. Do not understand why they make it so hard. And take a look at all the fish. You can see this is where the board was completely filled in now. I have every fish caught. It was nice to finally have these done. Again, you can see where it says pro fishing rod, and it also says swamp areas found at night. So you need to pay attention to that information. But again, if you just go by where I show you in this video where I caught my fish, you will have no problem. This is the only area in the game to catch this white slurpfish, just so you're aware of that. Go ahead, moving on to number 14. This is a bunch of the small fries. This is the light blue small fry. Again, we're at the top left-hand corner of the map. Now we're to the left of the visitor in this water over by the bridge. And we have the tan small fry. Moving on to our next fish. We're over to the right hand side of the Jonesies in the body of water. We have the purple top small fry, number 16. Moving on to number 17. We're just south of the Jonesies in this water right here, and the black small fry. A lot of these small fry fish do not need to be caught in fish holes. This is to the left of the visitor, the blue small fry. Now we're going right above the visitor. I'm going to catch a slurp jellyfish, number 19. And right underneath the log jam area, this body of water right here, this is where I catch number 20 at. So one of the things that I would do is I would just keep moving around along the edge of the water. Once I've hit all those fish holes and I still have time to fish, I will then go out into the water. And you saw right there, that's the reason why this clip is so long. I have no clue what that is. If you know, leave a comment down below. Kind of strange. I get a couple of those crazy ones. But there we go. Pilly jellyfish, number 20. So now this is the point I was saying earlier that all I had left to do was catch number 13 and number 20. So number 20 is caught. You can see the board right here. You see 13 is still not there, and you see number 20. But when I caught number 20, it gave me a clue for number 13. That's when you can see the information talking about what area it needs to be in, and you see there it says mountainous area, and it says requires pro fishing rod. You see there again it says swamp areas found at night requires pro fishing rod. So that's one thing you also want to pay attention to is sometimes when you catch certain fish, it will tell you on your screen when you catch that fish that it's a clue to another fish. So check your board, especially if it's one of the complicated fish to catch. Check your board and see what that clue is. But again, if you follow this video, you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to move on to jellyfish number 21. Again, this is over the far right hand corner of the map to the right of the visitor again. The purple jellyfish. Now we're to the left of Coney Crossroads. This is the same area where we caught the SLURPFISH. This is a dark Vanguard fish. Now in that same area, we're to the left. You will catch these here all over the place, these CUDDLE jellyfish. It was kind of funny that I had a hard time catching them, but when I caught one, I constantly catch them. Now we're going down to the spicy fish, the molten spicy fish, to the right hand side of the map. You can see that gray area I was talking about earlier in the video. Actually, I get quite a few here because I just started doing this. To the right of the crossroads again, in this body of water. Again, if you're traveling from one part of the map to the other, hit these bodies of water. Again, to the very top left hand corner of the map, we have another spicy fish, the white spotted spicy fish. And then back over at Camp Cuddles, picked up another spicy fish. This is number 29. And this one is called, there it is right there, so wait for it to come up on the board. Southern spicy fish, 27. I thought it was 29. 27. And 28, that's right, I'm thinking 30 fish. And we're back at the right hand side of the map for the spicy blue fish. There you go folks. Again, here's all the fish. I'm gonna leave this little clip in here. I'm gonna sign off early. You can go through and look at the numbers and see how many fish I had of what after I caught number 20. Then you can go back and the very next clip it's going to show you how many fish I had after I caught number 13. Just so you know, I'll never lie to you in my videos, folks. That's one thing you will never find. I will never be lying to you in a video. But this here is going to prove to you what I said on how many fish it took me to catch. Also keep in mind, some of these fish as we go through, some of these fish you're going to see it still says I only caught one right here. One out of 639 fish. And I know there's like 2 or 3 of these it only says one. So I do not understand why they are so hard. And it might have to be the fact that I was focusing on that one area too, because all I needed was fish number 13. That very well could be. Black small fry, only number 1. 2 of the blue small fry. There we got the peely jellyfish, again, only 1 of it. So as you can see, some of these fish, out catching 639 fish. There, it's even there rare. The drift spicy fish, only 2. And the dark Vanguard jellyfish, only 1. So you can see how many ones I had in this video, and it's just absolutely insane, you know, how hard they make this when it doesn't need to be that hard. There you go, folks. All the fish 1 through 28, every location where I caught them, you can actually physically see me catch them, not just me tell you where to go. That way you'll know what to do. Tips on how to get a blue pro rod, and definitely, most definitely, take and toss it in a tent. If you are done using it, don't just discard it. If you got a tent laying around, throw it in a tent. That way you'll always have your hands ready for a blue pro fishing rod, because most likely you're going to be like I was, and now this is the 2nd season in a row that white slurp fish right here, white slurp fish, was the very last fish I caught. Kind of crazy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I really do appreciate it. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. Here's some more videos you might be interested in. On the left hand side, my Fortnite playlist. On the right hand side, the previous video uploaded. Who knows what this could be? It could be dash cam footage. It could be something about on YouTube. It could be a number of things. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on. And I'm out of here.